Okay, so this is the chart review for February 11th. Um, the market just closed, and I just wanted to go over some of the trades that I was looking at today and let you all know what the setup was. So basically, if I'm looking at the 10K chart, we're right here. So this is the morning. We're making a move higher here, then we get a lower high here and then just dump. And so at this point, I am thinking, well, we're right around this level, so the market could really do two things. This kind of looks like a failed breakout, and then we retest that level and just dump. So I was looking to shorten this area mostly because of that failed breakout. So we've got this level here that we've established. We attempt to break out. This is also right at the it's right at the overnight high, basically, that we're trying to break out. So, and the overnight high, by the way, is just from future open to market open. What's the high at that time? We try to break out of the overnight high. We fail, and then I was looking really for a short in here, but I didn't like that bar. I wanted us to go a little bit further and then come back, and that's exactly what we did here. I just wasn't paying attention at the time, and it was a little close to the open, but this is good for 15 points. It ends up working out. Regardless, I like the trade, and I would not have been shocked if this went substantially further, even though we are above the 200 EMA. So these are the only trades that I tend to take on the opposite side of the 200 EMA. I'm still working out on whether or not it matters, but in general, I try to take longs above the 200 EMA and shorts below it. But in this instance, when it's a retest of a key level like this, it can signal a reversal, and reversals are usually going to happen on the opposite side of the EMA. So you're going to want to take, you have to consider that when you're taking those. So then we make this little move down. We've got two legs down, and then we're in this area. And I was watching here because we tried to go lower right at the 200 EMA and failed. And then we kind of tried again here. And then we had this big pin bar, and pin bars in general are usually a pretty good sign that we're going to continue in the same direction. So I bought right here. I bought a little bit late, and I barely didn't get out for the 15 points that I go for. And when we started to trade back in this area, I got out because I didn't like that we couldn't push higher after all of this. So then we come back up to this level. In hindsight, this is a good short, but in the moment, I don't think this is something that you can take. I was actually looking for another long here because we came back down to the same key level here and then had an engulfing bar. So I bought here and just took a loss there. And then you can see that we finally get through the 200 EMA. Now, this short, I think you could take. It's right. It's retesting this previous low, and it's right at the 200 EMA. So I think if you wanted to, you could take this short. I didn't take it because I would have liked it to trade just a little bit higher and maybe a little bit more of a consolidation here instead of just moving up and then breaking down. But then we get this big leg down, and I wasn't interested in anything around here. I was looking for shorts in this area because we do expect a break of this low, just given how the market traded, but we didn't end up getting it today. So it was one of those days that it just doesn't happen. Here I was looking for a long because it seemed like we had reversed. We broke out of this little area, and here when we held this level and made this pin bar, I got long, but I got out immediately. Just didn't think it was going to be a good trade. And then here I actually tried a small short because of the selling here. You could just see that there was a lot of selling coming in, and in hindsight, these are both pretty bad trades. I shouldn't really be taking that. And then finally I took a long here once this is basically we reversed off the lows. We try to go lower again, failed twice really here and here, then have a huge bullish bar. And what you'll notice is that in scenarios like this, from what I've found, if you don't immediately get a huge reversal bar, odds are you're going to continue higher. So a lot of times you'll get a huge green bar and then an immediate red bar, and then you'll dump. But here we pulled back basically right to the 50% level of this bar and then kept going. So I just took it off up here, and I do like this trade. I wasn't paying it, or I wasn't in my computer for this one, but we come right back to this level, have a really nice engulfing bar. You can take that for 15 points. And then this one is also really good. It didn't end up working right away. The move took a little bit longer, but I like this one too, just because we come back and retest the exact same level. Then here we had a failed breakout, and in general, I do like to look for trades in an area like this, but we kind of chopped sideways, so I didn't love it. And then that's it. That's the rest of the trades I took for the day. Ended up making 242, just a little bit of different sizing on each of those. And I was trading two MNQ for most of them, and then on this one I got a little bit more aggressive just because of I thought that this move was going to happen. But yeah, that's the review for February 11th.